Okay guys, so the previous program I made a copy of it and I called it as web app Ajax real solution. पुराना वाला यहाँ पे. So I just took this and now we are tweaking it according to our needs. Excuse me, look at the changes what we are bringing. Excuse me. Look at the changes what we are bringing. Okay, so ये सब निकाल देंगे हम. All those are gone. So we are coming here. Everything remains same here. Appointment data, blah, 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 blah. Everything remains same. Index. Look at the change here. Excuse me. Oh, ये क्या है? Let me build it once. Okay, now everything is fine. Now, the only thing is, so let me run this again and show you what is required. I'm selecting something here. When I submit, it should not submit the entire page. Only a portion of the page has to be submitted wherever the request is available. A request has to be created and sent to the server, and server has to respond accordingly. Are you there? Wonderful, you people are. So, look at the changes, please. What I'll do here is the first change is I'm not using HTML begin form. Instead, we are going to use ajax.begin form. This is the first change. But this ajax.begin form expects something to be passed. You can see it's expecting you to pass an Ajax option. Could you see there's a parameter that expects an Ajax option? So यहाँ पे will make that Ajax option. So what shall I call? Where AGX OPTNS, some name I'm giving, Ajax options is equal to new Ajax options. Could you see? This is what I'm going to create, and this Ajax option I'm going to pass here. Should be fine. It requires an object of Ajax option. That is the first change. Or what is that we are going to do here is just have a look at this. Just have a look at this, please. Here you can see there are a lot of options available for you. What is the method you want to adopt? HTTP method is equal to what is the method you want to adopt? Okay, so HTTP method, what are we going to tell? So it's an enum. It's not coming. Oh, it's not helping me. Just give me a second. HTTP method. Okay. So I'm just using HTTP method. I'm telling I'm expecting a post to work. Number one. Next, what do you expect? Okay, insertion mode is equal to insertion mode dot. See, whatever is already existing, I want to replace. For example, I have Sachin's data in my index. Now I make Rahul's data. I don't want Rahul and Sachin to be appended. So you have the option whether you want to append, insert before, insert after, replace, right? Okay, so whatever is coming, the current contents has to be eradicated and the new contents has to be replaced there. Sachin is already existing, I make Rahul. Rahul has to replace the entire contents of Sachin when I make a request. Understood? Otherwise, it will be keep on appending whatever you want, right? Come on. Next, क्या चाहिए? One important thing. Update target ID. Okay, we are going to just use something called update target ID. ये update target ID. Oh, it's not coming. You can see update target, which is your target ID. I'm telling replace. What to replace? Where to replace? That replace, I'm telling where. So we'll go to the T body. I'll give an ID. What name shall I give for this? Data container. Some name I'll give. This ID is fine. Data content. I'm telling this is the ID which has to be replaced. यहाँ तक ठीक ठाक है? Okay. Come on. Look at other things. So what are the other things? I want the URL. Where to make the request? That also is important, right? So let me copy that URL request pattern here. I'll go to the index page. You can see URL is appointment data. And I could have typed by now. We are calling it as appointment data. You all remember? I'm calling this action appointment data. Right? It will crib now. Why? Because I have marked it as child action. But here I'm making a request on that. I'll just comment the child action for a minute. Because the previous example, I just want to show that non-action, child action, action, HTTP verbs. Right? This is more than enough for the discussion. Hanji. Now let me build everything. I change it to Ajax. Now let us go here. Close the previous one. सब मिल गया. Okay, now I'm telling I want Sachin. Submit. Sachin तो आ गया, replace हो गया. But there was a submission which we don't want. The whole idea is Ajax, right? ये submit हो रहा है. This is getting refreshed. That means it's still not working. Is that clear? But when you go and see this view page source, whatever form I introduced, it is, you can see it's using Ajax methods, Ajax mode. Hello? Okay. So I'm telling data Ajax mode dot replace. You remember? This is the container. This is the appointment data. Right? Okay. सब कुछ तो ठीक ठाक है. Right, guys? So, but I just want to bring it and replace that Ajax. Now, you have to know one more thing. So there's an Ajax, whatever I'm doing. There's an Ajax call, whatever I did. But I had too many other things. I'll tell what are the other things later. Okay, what is this confirm and all this blah, blah, blah and all. We'll discuss later. Okay, let's not have too many things discussed together. Now, when you go to layout.html page, could you see that I'm making an unobtrusive Ajax call? There is something available there. So when you go to view, I go to Solution Explorer, I go to the scripts file. Could you see that unobtrusive Ajax there or not? नहीं है क्या? Unobtrusive Ajax is not there. So let us try. Let's try bringing it. So कहाँ पे है? I have to connect to net now. Or what I could have done is there is an option to include Ajax forms that will come implicitly for you. It will download what is required implicitly. But as of now, I don't have. So let us connect it first. और इसी को ले लूं, whatever is there with me. So script jQuery unobtrusive Ajax. ये ओपन हो गया. क्या हुआ जी? Okay. क्या है? चला गया. क्यों चला गया? We'll take from somewhere, guys. CDN is the best place, right? You'll have the most recent one. आ गया connection? jQuery Ajax unobtrusive. Now the problem is when I put this as it is, I should be connected to net always. OBI na? So what I'll do is I'll just hit this. मिल गया? I'll copy this as it is. ठीक है, copy तो कर लिया. I'll go here. I'll go here to scripts. I'll add a new JavaScript file. क्या नाम दूं? It should be unobtrusive Ajax. अच्छा, ठहरो. JavaScript, my Ajax script, कुछ नाम दे दो. .js. Where is it? I pasted everything. Okay, so later you will get confused. So what I'll do is I'll give this name itself. I could have copied the minified version. Chha. I just went there. See, there is a template for this, guys. You can select Ajax forms directly. It will give you all these files. Okay. ये सब close कर देंगे. I'll go and close this here. This is just a script file, right? I just took it off. Okay. And now I'll go to the layout dot. You're there. So that uses jQuery, Bootstrap. I'll just take all these. I'll put it on the top. Okay. And then, where is that? What I brought now? jQuery unobtrusive Ajax array. Drag and drop. हो गया सब कुछ? You all are there? Okay, you all are wonders. Just see. Let us run it again. I'll close this. Right? So Ajax. Run karo. Rahul. Submit. See, refresh nahi hua. You can see that? Saurav. Submit. Is that clear? Okay. So we just produced those. Okay. And this is working precisely. Got it right? Only that part has changed. समझे? Yes, you all are wonders. Just see. यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया? Okay, great. Excuse me. Now, I just made this. Okay, see, I just brought this jQuery unobtrusive Ajax. But remember, there is a template. The way I added MVC, right? There's an Ajax template which will bring this file for you. Okay, this you will face in the exam. Ajax. So everything is same, guys. Only thing, the changes you can see, right? What are the changes? Just Ajax form, Ajax.begin form. Baki sab same hai. You're just adding this, that's all. Okay, and you should add this unobtrusive Ajax file, that's all. Okay, understood, right? So add the minified version, download the minified version from the CDN website. Okay, so you will get it easily. So all your jQueries you will easily get here from the source. Okay, so let's go ahead. If you all permit, Ajax to work for it. Now, I want to bring one more thing. Excuse me. Just see here. I'll bring something like this. I'm just copying this to save time. Because you all know Bootstrap. That's what you all claim, right? Okay, so display is none, color is red, font weight. I need not tell all these. What are these? ID is loading. It's telling loading data. So now I'll go and start. So what is that you're seeing here? I'm telling loading element ID is equal to which one? Loading. तो क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? So let's go and run it again. इसको close करो, इसको close करो. जब load हो रहा है ना? दिखाई दिया loading? Okay, we are very fast actually. Loading. Hello? Now what I'll do for the loading, I'll give how many milliseconds loading element duration. I'm telling minimum you show something about the loading. ठीक है? Okay, which time? This is in milliseconds, right? I'm just telling you use 2 seconds, it's enough. Just run this. क्लोज दिस. अभी तो कुछ सेलेक्ट करो, सबमिट करो. जब डेटा मिल जाएगा, it's very slow actually. Okay, so till you get the data, it should be showing as animation. Once the data comes and reaches, it should go off first. That also you can configure actually. समझे क्या? What are these? Okay, so it is Ajax which is working for you. It's precise, no problem. I'll stop the recording.